You still have 20 seconds. Anybody got any questions? No? Okay. 那我们直接就欢迎下一位讲者，叫做海美。但是这是西班牙吗？
西班牙文。
西班牙文的名字，但它叫做海美。OK， 好，现在我们时间开始，都走。
Hi, my name is Jaime Cham. I'm the CTO of Cardinal Blue. We are the makers of PicCollage. It is our main app is for taking photos together and making fun collages with it. We have a server, and because we have a social network in which we share collages. And so in the process of development, we developed this app, this gem, to make some of our storage requirements easier. This gem grew out of a usage pattern that we have. We have a lot of content in our servers. We have over 100,000 requests per minute, 133 million rows in our collages, the table, 21 million rows. And so, every time we wanted to create collections of collages or collections of users, it was, we wanted to try to do it as fast as possible to try to keep the speed of development up. And so creating columns and indices and, through tables was actually quite cumbersome. Especially for things like experimental features that we want to test out very quickly. So the pattern that we wanted to use was to use Redis, which is, I'll go into a bit later, but basically the pattern is that we want to store the objects, keep them traditionally because we started out as a Rails app using ActiveRecord, store them in the SQL database, and then just use Redis to store the IDs of them, and then we would build collections out of things. So we were doing this a lot, and so soon we refactored it out to a common class to kind of make this all easier. And then as a result, now we use it all throughout our app. We have a very large app, and then we have over 58 gigabytes of data in Redis, 78 million keys, and we handle, again, around 100,000 requests per minute. And we recently open sourced it. We put it on GitHub as a gem called Artist, which is like ActiveRecord in Redis. For those who don't know, what is Redis? Redis is a NoSQL schemaless. I won't go too much into this, but it's basically a key value store. Everything is stored by a key, and then there is a value that can be different kinds of structures like a list or sorted sets. The pattern that we use is that we have these two, we could have users and collages in the simple SQL model. And then in Redis, we basically just store, using the keys, we store lists of things. Basically just are pointers essentially to the IDs of the different things. And so the old-fashioned way was basically if you wanted to say have a collection of featured collages, you would you write a function. You basically using the Redis objects gems, you would basically pull out the IDs. You would then instantiate the objects and then return them in the proper order, right? But what we wanted to do was want to try to be flexible. And like these things, these associations, these collections can be stored using ActiveRecord, or they can be stored different ways. So we wanted to keep the familiar RL syntax. You can say limit, offset, select, different things like that. We also wanted to have a DSL where we can just say, I want a collection of this, right? Similar to the way it belongs and has many work. And also keep the same level of performance to avoid N+1 queries and so forth. And so the new way using our library is basically just say, I just want a list of things. It should be featured. Global means it should be a class thing, and then that's it. Once you have that, you don't have to run migrations. You don't have to create tables, anything. You just say, my collages, I want to add this collage to featured, and then you can just iterate over the featured collages. Same thing if you want to create associate with one of them, so you can have a collage, and then have some user. All I have to do is say I want a list of likers for each collage, and then add it on, and then you end up with just a list of likers, and that's all you have to do. I had a quick demo. Maybe not enough time. Basically, so you have, imagine you have two tables, collages and users. So I already created them. So then, for example, to create the feature ones, all you have to do is include our gem and just say it's global and so forth, and then I should be able to just say, see, collage, create, cap. Right, and then I should be able to just say collage featured, right, and then that's it. So now it's just Okay, so that's about for the demo. So then we try to replicate a very ActiveRecord-like interface. All the things are familiar with, including Caminari integration, counting things, which is not easy in SQL, and so forth, where and simple. Our gem is on GitHub. Pull requests and welcome. And we are PicCollage. We have 100 million app downloads, 60 million users a month. And we are hiring, so we're looking for iOS, Android, and Ruby. And please find us at our booth in RubyConf here. Thank you.